I am going to give you a very difficult task. Let's check your brain. Imagine me as your best friend, or your best mentor, or guru. That can be any celebrity, or a singer, or an actor. Or imagine me as your mother, or your father, or your favorite cousin. Now let's make it more difficult, and now imagine me as your favorite god. Or if you believe in one god, then that one. I know it's hard, I don't look or behave as one, but please just use your creative brain. I know you can do it. Please, I need your full attention here without any judgments. Boys, you can imagine me as your favorite actress or porn star, or girls, imagine me accordingly. If you do that, you will understand the importance of this knowledge and will know the difference between mine and others. Welcome to Super Science University Bhagavad-Gita, which only can fulfill any of your wishes, aka the real Santa. Plus, it is the permanent solution to any of your problems. It answers every possible question. It will give you permanent happiness, which is bliss, with your freedom in the end, the highest, most prime, most secret, and the only complete knowledge, which means there is nothing left to know after this knowledge. And it is the source of everything. Please refer to Yatharth Gita by Swami Argadanand on yatharthgita.com or Spotify, which is the only genuine and complete source of knowledge. Please note, incomplete knowledge is dangerous. So let's continue. If you accept that the soul is always born and dies, even then, O Mahabaho, you should not grieve. This statement of Krishna is very amazing. Krishna does not say this on his own behalf. He says this after seeing Arjuna's helplessness. Krishna says, but how will you be able to understand that the soul is immortal? How will you be able to know at this moment that the soul is immortal? Leave it. You should believe this, as it will be very easy for you to believe that the soul dies. Everything ends. But Mahabaho, Krishna says to Arjuna, even if you believe this, then also thinking about death becomes futile. What is so much worry in destroying that which is going to be destroyed anyway? What is going to be destroyed anyway, it will be destroyed even if you do not destroy it. Why are you so worried about destroying it? And what is going to be destroyed anyway? How can there be violence in that? When we break a machine, we don't say that violence has been committed. If we break a watch by throwing it on a stone, then we don't say that violence has been committed. Then we don't say that a big sin has been committed. Why? Because there was nothing in the watch that was not going to be destroyed. So Krishna says, if these machines are like machines that will be destroyed, in which there is no immortal element, then destroy them. What is the harm? Then why do you worry? And tomorrow you will also be destroyed. Then who will be responsible for the sin? Who will be the partner of the sin? Who will suffer? Are you going on a journey where the responsibility and duty of killing them is going to be yours? You will also not be saved. They will also die, you will also die. Dust unto dust. Dust will fall into dust. So why do you worry? But remember, Krishna does not say this on his own behalf. After saying this much, Krishna must be looking into Arjuna's eyes, saying that there is no result. The result is not easy either. If I look into your eyes, I know that there is no result. The soul is immortal, nothing happens by hearing. Krishna must have seen that Krishna is sitting there exhausted. So he's just listening, like hearing it without even understanding. These words pass over his head. He hears that the soul is immortal, but it does not make any difference to his worry. Like the song of Sidhu Moosewala, Sir utto langana falai karke uchiyan ne gallan tere yaar diyan. So Krishna speaks these words on behalf of Arjuna out of compulsion. He says, leave me, let go of what I say. Then assume it to be so. Whatever you say is right. But remember, he says, assume it to be so. Let us suppose. He says, accept it as it is. Let us assume what you say, that the soul dies. Then how are you worrying? Then there is no reason to worry. Then the dust will fall into dust. The soil will merge with the soil. Water will be lost in water. Fire will be absorbed in fire. The sky will disappear into the sky. Then why worry? Krishna tries this on the behalf of Arjuna's logic. On behalf of Arjuna. This statement of Krishna shows how disappointment he must have been in seeing Arjuna. This statement was given under great compulsion. This statement tells us that Arjuna must have been sitting and listening. Even then, his eyes have had the same question. So he must have the same question, the same worries, the same sadness. He must have listened, but he must not have heard anything else. At this moment, I remember Jesus. Jesus has said, you have ears, but you don't listen. You have eyes, but you do not see. I would correct Osho here. Krishna is going along with his student according to his student level. When Krishna will observe Arjuna is ready, he will move up the level from Darwin's theory to spirituality. Because Arjuna is now not understanding according to scientific method. Krishna must have felt the same. He is not listening, he is not hearing, he is not understanding. The thing is not going to come from listening and understanding. What is his fault? The thing is existential. It is experimental. How can it be understood by merely understanding? By merely listening. No, Krishna will have to work harder. He will have to knock on doors from more dimensions. Whatever he says till now, he was saying from the top of the mountain. Now he is using the logic of a dark alley for a dark alley. Now listen guys, science is not wrong, but it is incomplete. That is why Westerners are trying their best to get the answer of why did the universe come into existence? Why did Big Bang happen? Bhagavad-Gita is all practical, but the problem is there is no laboratory to prove the truth written in it. It can only be known by applying that in your life and then checking the validation. If you have that experience at some point in your life, then it is true for you. If you just start believing in it for any other reason, then you are on the wrong path of faith. That is called blind faith. When Darwin says that we have evolved from fungus and then finally became humans, he is right, but his theory doesn't answer all the questions. Many questions are left unanswered. Bhagavad-Gita includes Darwin's theory as well as the remaining concepts about life. Now this is just for comparison. If you compare Vishnu's avatars on earth, that is also a kind of evolution. But then we will think that the coming Kalki avatar will be the highest evolved avatar. But here comes the flaw. The things turn out to be completely weird, where many believe that Krishna is an avatar of Vishnu, but on the other hand, the matter is opposite. Those who understand Gita will definitely say this. Now, ISKCON is also agreeing with